conflicted.
Still trying to the richest.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB.
It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Browns and the Panthers, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading them out in his second season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early, so a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he's entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
Mills looking to the air right away. And his throw here's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, Mills. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they're allowed to stay and watch and see what the opening script will be. Exact play calls. It's a lot like what we saw in executive, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 5. Need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson now. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield, some great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum going. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mills. Here's Higgins out on the right side. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mills. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because it didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Again, it's Mills. Again, he finds more. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
They're getting ready to go now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
Now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. A first down throw for Mills. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mills from the gun on third down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down and sack back at the 16-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Zane Gonzalez, the former Browns kicker, out for the field goal against his old teammates. From the right hash, this from 33. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper, and it leads to a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They run the option here on first and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, provides it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Jackson options out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 33 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 29 yards. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
York now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mills now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Jackson. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. Chubb again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go up the middle with Chubb. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 76 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mills. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd down and goal. Mills. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 52 yards. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The York on now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts So as they take it over, we step aside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Now Jackson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Drops it off for Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down and 4. Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. To throw, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup of 38.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a 1st down here. Mills now from the 50. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mills. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Mills. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's brought down. McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
From the 38, Jackson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw is Mills. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On third down, here's Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mills, fourth down, got to have it. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mills again. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Throwing again on second down. Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Working out of the gun. Mills. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Mills on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Second down, here's Chubb again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw again on second down. Mills. Caught by Tremble. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Perrion Winfrey. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Mills. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Mills now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Mills to throw for it on fourth. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
York now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Mills' throw is caught here by Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first down throw for Mills. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback...
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
A A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Mills. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he loses the football a second time. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball is not.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They'll try the option on 3rd down, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Cleveland, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina,